Hello, my name is Richard Moore, and I've created an interactive website slash storybook for children. Let me just set this up. Right. Here's my main logo for the website slash storybook. Here's a rollover just to enter the website. And once you enter, it gives you an option to put in your name. I'll put my name, Richard Moore. And once you press enter, it'll go, "Welcome to Bobo's Adventure, Richard Moore." Once done, you hit the next button. To progress here, you have to find the key. Now if you click the gate first, it'll prompt the text to say, "Look for the key and click the gate." Once you click the key, it'll disappear. And then once you hit the gate, we'll let you progress on. If you don't find the key, you can't progress on. Now you have the option of going to the website or the storybook. First off, I think I should just go to the storybook. Now in the storybook, you have audio features here.
One day, Bobo the monkey set on an adventure to visit his friends.
Once you click it again, we'll turn off the audio. This is going throughout. Where
Before long,
over
our little
here,
friend Bobo came across a hippo.
you have another one that once you click it again, will turn off the audio. All the graphics here was also done in Illustrator. And some of the the graphics were also hand drawn out and then scanned into computer and then brought into Illustrator and drawn out as well. Now if a person forgets to turn off the audio and progresses on,
One day,
the arrow down
set on
here
an adventure
will
to
actually
visit his
cut off the
friends.
audio.
Before long,
So you can carry on where you don't have audio in the background and keep playing. Now here's another audio feature.
Bobo then asked Hip to join him on his adventure, where Hip agreed. On and on, the two walked until they came.
This goes out through the whole story, where you have the read feature.
Bobo then said to Liam, "On the other side of the park." Then, a snake called Slither. This startled Coco and made him crash. Slither, still dazed and seeing, continuing with Bobo and his friends. To their surprise, they find a black. Hip agrees and jumps in, causing all the war. Marty says, "Hey, what did you do to all my water?" That's when Slither appears, hissing. They all rush to the elephant's aid, where Bobo. They heaved and hoed as hard as. Bobo was so happy that he invited all his newfound friends to a picnic where this was the best adventure Bobo ever had.
Now, all these recordings of the story was done on a Zoom recorder. And once the story is done and you're at the last page, there'll be the end button, which is just a rollover button. Once clicked, will bring you to the home page of the website. Now looking back where you had the option between the website and the storybook, if you click the website, it will have brought you straight to this home page, where there is a few buttons down here. You have the white, the red, the blue, the green and the yellow. If you click the white, it'll just bring you just to this welcome to home page. This is an interactive website for children with various different animals and information. Click one of the boxes below to see our other features. Now if you click the red, will bring you to a coloring section, where if you click the red button and click the lion's hair, it will change color. Click the yellow, click the sandy color, the black, the cream, the blue, the green, the brown, and the orange. All the other objects here are also able to be colored in. If I click green, green star, blue, blue circle, red, red floor, or maybe a cream floor, cream star, black star. Now, if we move on, then there is another coloring section for a different animal, where you can color in his arm green, maybe his other arm brown, orange, body, and maybe black shoes. And if you go back to the red, you'll see that it has reset. So you can go off and color in these characters as much as you want. Now, if you go to the animal section, you'll have a range of different animals to see from, where you find out various different information about them and the countries that they come from. For example, if I click on the crocodile, it will show you an image of the crocodile and its habitat and a bit of information on them, like welcome to crocodile's habitat. Crocodiles live in salt water and eat various different fish, birds, and a variety of different animals with their sharp teeth. And then to find out about where they come from, you click the world map here, which will then load up another file that will show a picture of the country they come from and go, welcome to Africa, and then give a little bit of information on that country. That feature is on all the different animals here. Like if I click on the penguin, it will then show a picture of the penguin and his habitat, and it'll give you a bit of information on him, which will also have the same feature of when you click on the world map, it will give you what country he comes from. If I click on the mini games, you'll have a variety of different mini games. Like if we click on this one here, it says find the 5 monkeys. This is basic drag and drop game, where you drag away the bush and you click on the monkey and then he'll disappear. There's the second monkey, the third monkey, fourth, and fifth. Once done, you click on the mini games again, and then you can go into another one, maybe the jigsaw one, where you have to match up the pieces together. And here is your border that you can't go outside. As you can see there, that the pieces lock in together. There's your second, third, and fourth piece. There's another jigsaw game there. Now here's the map section that will show you the different areas that the animals are in. And if you click on the story section, it'll bring you back to the story that I showed you before. This is my project, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.